Hey you guys, Misty here, and I am super excited to introduce to you one of my best friends in the whole world. Her name is Julia. She's from Germany, and there's a little cool story behind our knowing each other and why we love each other so much. Is Julia and I have been in the fitness industry for a collection of over probably 50 years, 25, 27 years each.
Yeah, something like that.
Like, this is all we've ever done. And about 10 years ago, we were traveling the world, presenting and teaching at fitness conventions as fitness professionals. And Julia ended up in one of my classes and grooved with me and fell in love with groove. And we became instant great friends. Now, what I discovered about Julia is also a master mover and a master teacher. And I will tell you this, that when I personally, because we've got to have balance in our movement and in our bodies, and it's super important to have functionality and strength and flexibility and balance and all of these things. So when I want to cross train or I want to do other forms of exercise, this is the woman I go to. So I would like to have her talk a little bit and tell you a little bit more about this amazing gift that she's created just for you groovers out there. It's called Joyful Exercise, and I'd love for her to tell you about it and why she created it and how it is going to benefit you. So, Julia.
Hi, Misty. Hi, everybody. I'm super excited to be here, and yeah, Misty said it already. We have been on a similar path, and joyful exercising, it actually started like a long time ago when you started inviting me to the groove retreats like 8 years ago or 9 years ago. I needed to modify what I learned from health and fitness, all these different certifications I got. I needed to modify it for the groovers so they are going to feel good, and I really enjoyed teaching like that. And through the years, I have experienced the same thing for myself, because not only that I'm teaching in health and fitness for 27 years or 25 years, I have been a competitive gymnast, joining the national team in Germany for many, many years. I mean, I did gymnastics from when I was 2 years old until I was 18 years old. And I have experienced all this, like beating myself up and being competitive and working out and being like, having to look after my weight and all that. And when it wasn't painful and then when I wouldn't compete, it wouldn't feel good. So through the aging process and through my experience of teaching different clientele, right? Different people with different needs, it is nice to modify, and it is nice to make yourself feel good, because I also have experienced myself that I was just beating myself up all the time. I was constantly in pain. I lost my hair after a total exhaust stage. This is a whole other story. But still, that made me think, right? That was in 2002, and it made me think something's wrong here in my life. And that was not only like a physical, emotional thing, but it was really my way of taking care of myself. So it was about food, it was about exercising, right? And actually exercising far too much, because I was asking myself, why am I doing it, right? I'm not competing anymore. Yes, I want to look good, but it's like, is this really healthy what I'm doing? And obviously, I mean, this wouldn't have happened if it would have been healthy.
Right, and you have to understand that there's the extreme of both. Like, you guys have heard my story, which is similar, about abuse of exercise and dieting and being bulimic and just not being okay with myself. And there's some of you out there that are on the other end of the spectrum where it's really hard for you to exercise and you're not motivated to exercise, and groove has got you moving your body again. And that's why it's so important. She's gone through a similar thing like me. We just abused ourselves through exercise and fitness. But you might be on the other end of the spectrum where you've never been motivated to exercise or to move. And that's also why I love what she does, because she's modified these movements and really great fitness core to build strength and stability and functionality in a way that feels delicious and joyful. So
yeah, and that's exactly what happened to me is like a few years ago, and that was, you were at the same convention too in Germany. I was basically sitting myself down and looked at people on stage presenting and looking at the classes, and I actually thought, this is Cirque du Soleil. I'm like, oh, actually what we are doing here is Cirque du Soleil. Most of the people can't do that. Yeah. And I realized I don't want to do anything which only like a 0.0001% of people can do out there. I want to teach everybody. I want to make movement enjoyable, because I believe that we have to move to stay healthy. I want to provide something for you where you feel successful, and that's when joyful exercising came up. Because also through the groove, I experienced so much joy, and I'm like, I want to bring that joy into my exercises too. I want to make myself feel good. So it's about challenging yourself. It's about modifying everything in a way that you get strong, yes, you get flexible, you experience the polarities about, yeah, I'm going to push myself, but every time you feel like, oh, this is hard, you go into something which is more fluid and into more breath and make yourself feel good. So at the same time, it's like, oh, being really kind to yourself and making yourself feel good. So we are doing gentle cardio training, we are doing joint mobilizations, we are doing lots of balances, we are doing coordination because we need to coordinate our brain halves, right? Because we are losing that in the aging process. We are implementing a lot of breath. We are expressing ourselves through the movement. So I give you the freedom I give you modifications and you get to do it your own way, like you do it in groove. This is what I learned from Misty through the groove. I'm like, you can actually do it your own way. Yes, it's important. What I do is important about how do I engage my feet, all the alignment of the joints and all that. But still, after building up the foundation, you can do it your own way and you can okay, what does feel good to me? And how can I make the experience successful? Because to be honest, you only keep doing what you enjoy doing. And if I constantly do something which you can't do, then you're like, I'm not doing this because it doesn't feel good, right? You might maybe push yourself for 4 or 6 weeks because you want to lose weight or you want to become strong. But if you're setting yourself up for failure because it's so difficult and you're like, no, I can't do this, no, I can't do this, then you won't keep doing it.
And we know that that's why, and you know it too, is that's why these hardcore, no pain, no gain, abuse yourself type programs aren't sustainable. They're not long lasting. You're only going to do it for a few weeks, get a little bit of results because it's not sustainable. It doesn't feel good in your body. And this is why joyful exercise is actually one of the only things I keep doing too, as well as groove, because like she said, if it feels good and it makes you feel good and happy in your body, you will keep doing it and you'll enjoy doing it. It never feels like work. It doesn't feel like when you're grooving. I know I hear from you guys all out there that when you start grooving, you can't get enough of it because it makes you feel good in your body. And this is what joyful exercise does.
I think actually joyful exercise is the foundation to make your groove experience even more enjoyable, right? I'm a groover too. I'm facilitating groove. I love it. But I also realized like a few years ago that, we go so full into it that we're like, oh, actually my hip hurts or my back hurts or something. It's really important to express yourself fully in the groove, to create foundation, to create strength, to get connected with your core so that you can do anything on the dance floor without hurting yourself.
Yeah, it helps to build the strength and the balance and stability that allows you actually to move your body more when you're dancing. That's why I love it too. Mm-hmm. That's why I like to keep the balance between groove and also functionality. So I really hope that you take the time to check out Julia's joyful exercise. You will absolutely love it, probably as much as I do, probably more.
Or you come to one of Misty's retreat.
Yeah.
Because like since 9 years, I'm teaching at all the growth retreats from Misty, and we have created Pura Vida Wellness. So we do things together because we like playing at the same at beautiful places. And so if you come to the retreat, you're going to experience us together live too.
Yeah.
And if not, and online.
So once you've got a taste, come to one of our events and get it live and in person, because there's nothing quite like that.
No.
So thanks for listening, and again, check out Julia's joyful exercise.
Thanks for training with me.